Hi, Nancy Spears with Gen Connect. Today I'm celebrating entrepreneurship with one of the best, Ashley Christensen from Raleigh. Nice to meet you.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, so you're such a success story. I mean, just hit the deck running with restaurants, the first being Pools Diner.
That's correct.
And then how many restaurants do you have now?
So 7 restaurant projects in downtown Raleigh, and also a supporting commissary kitchen about 3 miles outside of the downtown center.
Fantastic. So you're kind of all about supporting roots and community, and what inspires you when you decide what kind of restaurant to open up and where to open it up?
Yeah, well, you know, when I got into cooking in Raleigh and started to sort of find my voice in food, I quickly realized I connected early with a few projects, philanthropy-driven projects and charity work in the community. And I was so blown away with how, it can be hard to raise money, but as a restaurant person, a chef, someone who expresses themselves by way of food, it has such an impression on the community, and people really come in and support you. So I was blown away as I sort of announced things that I wanted to go after and do good work for. I was really impressed with what influence we had in the city and beyond. And so I started to realize that was a major responsibility, and I thought about it in even broader terms beyond like the work that we set out to do outside of the restaurant, but also how we work in the restaurant and what our work might mean in the city. And so I felt really connected to the city of Raleigh, which is the capital city of North Carolina, and it felt like a really neat place to, as a North Carolinian, to have found myself and to be expressing my work. And we came to realize that through one project and then many more projects, it wasn't just about what was happening in those walls, but how we could influence not just the community who eats in those restaurants, but also how we could, open up various blocks and activate parts of town so that people felt more comfortable investing in those places. So what we end up seeing is not just our restaurants operating well, but amazing cooks and folks who've never owned a restaurant before taking a chance and opening up brilliant concepts in our city that help to really define us.
Yeah, so that's really a major shift from the old Southern paradigm, if I may. And you really,
I wish you would.
You have really ignited an inspiration and creativity through food.
Yeah.
What trends are you seeing now? I mean, you're in a university town, but it's a sophisticated town. What are people liking these
Well, it
days?
is, Raleigh has a very close relationship with Durham and Chapel Hill, which are major university towns. So what I'm seeing is a thing that I think people are seeing in a lot of cities and a lot of towns and a lot of areas of our country, and it's that people are paying more attention to where food is from. And I think it's a beautiful thing because, of course, it means we eat better, we're healthier, but we're also learning to appreciate supporting the small family farm. And you can't just do that as a chef. You have to convey a message through your work that people pick up and grab, and when they go to buy their groceries and they engage their children with food and they talk about food and think about what it means to their family, they think about the relationship with the place they live and the things that we put in our bodies. So that's been a big part of it, that really neat mission to get people really connected to where things come from. And I think, as I said, it's happening in Raleigh, which sits, close to the center of a beautiful state that's so agriculturally rich. I say it all the time. You live in this state, you have no excuse not to cook great food, and because we're starting with great ingredients. So, we try and just keep it really focused on celebrating all that great stuff. So, the trend that I think I want to find a way to not refer to as a trend. I'm glad it's a trend because it means people are talking about it, getting excited about it, but I want to make it something more than that. I want to make it, how we operate. I want to make it protocol that we consider where things come from, and what directly happens with the relationship of supporting food and our work in restaurants and all the people who grow great things for us is that we come to define value, and value is very different from. Sometimes it gets confused with a bargain. Value in a restaurant is coming in, spending money to support things that are great and feed us well and take care of our community.
Fantastic. Well, as you were talking, the word that was truly ringing in the back of my mind is value, because your value system is impeccable. And so we celebrate you, Ashley Christensen, to continued success.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great to be here.